This is a standing hamstring stretch. This is really great to do when you don't have anywhere to be able to lie on the ground and do a supine hamstring stretch. Maybe you're out on a hike, or you just don't have an object to be able to put around the bottom of your foot to pull up on the leg. When you're doing a standing hamstring stretch, though, it's important. Do not be trying to hunch your back forward to reach towards those toes there. You're not getting a deeper stretch in the hamstring. You're just hunching your back. So we want to be able to we don't want to cause any herniations in our spines as we hold these stretches for long periods of time. So we're keeping a nice straight spine, and we're just tilting from the hips here. So make sure your foot is up on an object where you can start off with a neutral spine in the first place. If you're putting it on something so high that you're already hunching your back, that might not be the best place to be doing this stretch regularly. Okay? It can be a lower step. You can even put it down on the floor. If I were to just put my heel out in front of me and I just do a little bit of like a split stance here, and then I just take my hips and I'm tilting my hips forward, spine goes along with the ride, and then I feel that pull in the back of that hamstring there, keeping the knee straight. The leg that I'm stretching, that knee remains straight. So you can see I can even do a standing hamstring stretch without even having my foot up on an object. Now I'm doing a little bit more work with this leg to try and stay balanced here. If I'm flexible enough to be able to put it up on a bench like this, I put the heel up there, and that allows me to maybe just really more so balance directly over my standing leg. This leg is more relaxed, which means it can ease into the stretch more for a static stretch that we're going to hold. So knee is straight, heels on there, tilt from the hips. Lead. I like to think about kind of almost like you're leading with your lower back. You're really trying to just see how far forward you can get your lower back to go, and the rest of the spine follows along so it stays neutral till you feel that pull in the back of the leg there. Hold it nice and steady. You can rest your hands on your hips, on your thigh. If you want to help kind of like keep the knee straight, you can rest them here to kind of push down and be able to keep that knee straight through the stretch. And then if you start to feel tingling or numbness going down your leg, ease out of it. You can also just try to point your toes forward a little bit more so you're not pulling the nerves so taut, and try to still see if you can get that hamstring stretch without having the toes up like that. When you pull the toes up, it starts to go into more of a hamstring. You're adding in a calf stretch, and it pulls the nerve taut a little bit, which can be okay as long as you can tolerate it. But if it's too much, point your toes forward and then keep the spine straight from there. Seems like a simple thing, but a lot of people do this wrong, so we like to take our time, make sure we do it right. This is your standing hamstring stretch.